This is Govs Radio.
Govs Radio.
And you are watching Govs Radio. This is where you go if you want to see something or if you want to hear something funny. Coming up in just a couple minutes. This is a joke I told. What? I'm not on Gov Radio? Call the police. Call my agent.
The Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show also brought to you by Two Eagles Auto Body. For more than 25 years, Two Eagles Auto Body has been the leader in auto body repairs and customer satisfaction on Long Island. Two Eagles Auto Body handles every type of auto repair, from custom applications and restorations to repairs involving insurance claims. So call Two Eagles Auto Body and ask for John Rossi at 516-328-2527.
Okay. Okay, we'll just do that for now.
The Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show is brought to you by the Roslyn Social, North Shore's premier rooftop lounge, located in the heart of Roslyn Village at 1363 Old Northern Boulevard. Give them a call, 516-801-4963, and say hi to Nick. Fantastic food, great atmosphere, just a great time all around. The Knockem Dead.
This is Ruth Buzzy, and I'd like you to know how much I love the Knockem Dead Radio Show, coming to you live on govsradio.com. Oh, you make me laugh. You really do. Oh, please. I can't do this anymore.
Hey, how do you say there, people? It's Johnny Brennan, creator of the Jerky Boys, also of Fox TV's Family Guy fame. I just want to let you know you're listening to Tony and Sallie on the Knockem Dead Radio Show. You're going to keep knocking them dead, so keep listening, you wacky sons of bitch. Right there. Over and out there, sweet Charlie. Hey, how do you say?
Hey, Tony, you're not funny, and you probably shit yourself a lot, and you're no fun to be with, and you don't make that much money, and you're not going anywhere in show business, and I hope you get hit by a bus, and hey, Tony, you're not funny.
We are having so much fun, and we know you're going to love our next guest. His name is Tony Walker, and he is a comedy guy. Comedy cures everything. So.
Absolutely. I had cancer at the age of 32, and I do believe that the laughter and the positive attitude got me through it just as much as the medications did, which led to the comedy troupe that I run called Knockem Dead Comedy. We do dinner theater, murder mysteries, game shows, kid shows. We're not stand-up or anything like that, just comedy shows, variety shows.
You go to restaurants and where else? Like theaters?
Restaurants, private parties, corporate events, fundraisers. Did I say fundraisers?
Fundraisers, firehouse.
comedy shows. They're murder mysteries. They're audience participation. It's a scripted show because there's clues and hints that have to go out. But it's not a don't blink or you'll miss something. It's not Agatha Christie. It's a comedy. It's lighthearted. But one of the characters does get killed, and then the audience has to figure out who did it and why. And if it's a private party or a corporate event, we personalize it to fit their event.
Now, do you ask the audience for help with the mysteries? Or
Yeah, they solve it.
All by themselves.
Based on what they saw during the show, we even give them a little section where they can interrogate the suspects.
Oh, that's fun.
So we'll deflect, deny, point fingers at other characters, but everybody makes the rounds throughout the whole room and talks to people.
The show is guaranteed. It's 100% guaranteed fun.
Totally.
Everywhere we go, everybody loves that show.
The audience just get so involved, and there's just such a part of the show, and that makes it even better.
Other things that you do aside from mystery.
we do game shows. The game show, we have a podium with lights and buzzers and sounds, and it's basically a trivia game show, or it could be, again, we ad-lib with that too. So they may want a trivia game show, but if we show up and they're a loud, boisterous group and they're a lot of fun, we could ask them to do funny physical challenges or do some karaoke or whatever, or name that tune, whatever we feel like doing, and they'll be willing to do. We'll take it there.
What movie introduced the phrase, "There's no crying in baseball"?
What letter comes after A? Go ahead. B is correct!
Is there a favorite skit that you do that just still cracks you up every time you do it?
We do a lot of audience participation murder mystery shows, comedic murder mystery shows. And there's two shows. We have a mob show. We're in New York. You have to have the mob shows. And we have a Redneck Wedding, which is just
I have to come see that one.
You're welcome anytime. Anytime. In fact, I even brought you a shirt.
Growing up in St. Louis, Missouri, I have to say, you did?
Oh, of course I did.
Hey!
That you will wear everywhere you go. In fact, I have a whole bunch there. I'm giving one out to everybody.
Everywhere I go. Okay.
That's right.
There you go.
Knockem Dead Comedy.
Oh, that's great.
Can I
Knockem Dead
pretend I'm
Comedy.
drinking something?
Excellent. Yeah, you can pretend like you're drinking something.
I'm having fun on the set.
We actually do put water in it when guests ask.
Just
we
not
do. But
this
if you
guest.
but if you don't ask ahead of time, wait. This one's full of water. You ready?
Nice.
1, 2, 3. All right. There you go.
Johnny, you have a good time tonight or what?
Had an awesome time.
All right. KDC, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, all right.
First, behind the bag, it gets through Buckner. Here comes Knight, and the Mets win it.
Hello, Tony. Mookie Wilson here, 1986 Mets. How you doing? Long time no see, man. Hey, man, I miss you guys, man, at Knockem Day Comedy Radio, man. I miss you. I wish I was still up there, man. But I'll wait till it warm up a little bit, and hopefully this year things will be a little bit better, man. But when we're talking about comedy, hey, the early years of Mets was a lot to laugh about. You had to make a lot of comedy off those guys. Hey, hope to see you guys during the summer, and hopefully get back on the show, man, at some point in time during the course of the year, all right? All right? Yeah, fine. Contact me, man. All right, Tony. Talk to you later.
3-2 to Mookie Wilson. Little roller up along first, behind the bag.
Hi. It's Tuesday. It's September
21st.
21st. It's Tuesday, the 21st. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show, coming at you live from the legendary Governor's Comedy Club in Levittown. The legendary Governor's Comedy Club that is hosting their 40th anniversary show this weekend with Jackie the Joke Man. Jackie the Joke Man. And, of course, that's right here at Governor's in Levittown. And, of course, you got McGuire's out in Bohemia on the eastern end of Long Island, and you have the Brokerage in Belmore on the south shore of Long Island. 3 great Governors Comedy Clubs. Go to govs.com, find out what's cooking at the clubs. Let me see real quick who's playing there this weekend. Good morning, Joan. Good morning, Elizabeth. Good morning, Kirsten. Who is playing Governors Comedy Club this weekend? As we mentioned, Jackie the Joke Man is hosting the 40th anniversary show this weekend. The Comedy College, the new session starts tonight. Terry McNeely playing in the Little Room this weekend with Billy Geyer and Bonnie Scalisi and Mandy Jones and Fat Jay. The Patio has the Drag Queen Extravaganza. Maureen Langan is playing the Brokerage. Anthony Rodia playing McGuire's this weekend. Our very own Anthony Rodia, who you can see right here tonight. You don't even have to leave your house. You can just watch tonight here, on govsradio.com or on Anthony's pages. You can see Anthony and Johnny right in this room tonight, from your room, in this room, with a lot of room. Govs.com to check out the schedule and make your reservations to all the great shows. Coming up, govs.com. And, of course, you saw the ads for Knockem Dead Comedy. We have some public shows open to the public coming up, including this Saturday in New Hyde Park, Long Island. October 16th in Bayport, Long Island. October 30th in Mastic, Long Island. And November 5th, you can come on a cruise with us. What is it? It leaves Freeport, and it goes to what, Manhattan?
I don't know anything about the cruise. I think we should go to the ship and check it out. And we haven't even been inside of it.
All right, we should maybe tomorrow. Well, if there's time. But there's a lot of things going on with Knockem Dead Comedy. So get your tickets. Those are our public dates for Murder Mysteries. But if you go to our website, knockemdeadcomedy.com, you can also find out about our game shows that are open to the public as well. And don't forget, October 16th, you can see Jeff Posey in a dress with Knockem Dead Comedy. It is Tuesday Trivia today, ladies and gentlemen.
It is.
Ooh, Tuesday Trivia. How are you today?
I'm good.
Yeah?
It's been a month since my car accident, exactly to the day.
You've been doing a month's worth of work already today, before we even started the show.
Yeah, I'm busy. Yeah, I gotta
That's what I
say,
said.
I got a lot of things going on, a lot of phone calls, which I hate phone calls,
Yes,
as you all
do.
know. Yeah,
Yes,
I
you
hate.
do.
I actually called someone today. I actually emailed someone today and said, "Hey, I know you say phone calls are easier for you, but I really need to write them down because I'm having like short-term memory problems with the whole concussion thing."
And then you ended up on the phone anyway with her, and she said, "Emails are just harder for me."
She's like, "Emails are harder for me, so I'm going to call you." I'm
You
like,
kinda got
"Thanks for
scolded.
reading the email."
It goes into international waters so you can kill someone and totally get away with it, I hear, says Andy Pajanos.
Oh.
So, Andy Pajanos, if you're going with Andy Pajanos to Legoland, you better be careful.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and I see you have the phones turned off. DJ D-Love.
It's trivia day.
He already contacted me.
And yelled at you.
Saying, I hope the phone lines will be open. Where is the Mastic show, says Elizabeth. It's the Mastic Homeowners Association, and they have their own building.
Yeah, Elizabeth, if you're going to go to a show, you'll love that one. The Mastic show is always a blast.
Yeah, they're
Which
a lot of fun.
show are you
those
doing?
people. We are doing our mob show.
Okay.
That's October 30th.
I think we did the Redneck maybe the last time.
We've done Redneck there. We've done a few shows with them. But I will get you the address, Elizabeth. I will get that to you. Yeah, that's right. She's right there. She lives in Moriches, which is kind of like pretty much next door.
Yeah, it's always a lot of fun.
Yeah.
The Mastic show.
They're a good crowd. The mob
year
show
we
is
do
always
one.
fun. Yep. Yeah, that'll be a good one. Jeff Bosey will not be at that one, but hey, you never know. So yeah, this car accident, man.
Yeah, it's a lot of stuff. I was actually talking to Sam about it this morning because we were having breakfast and stuff, and I was like, remember when you first got your driver's license? And I was like, really try your best to avoid accidents because 1, you could die. 2, other people could die.
Yeah.
3, you could be injured. and then, you know, some injuries you wish you would died. I mean, it's always a mess. Always take your time. If you're 2 minutes late to someplace, who cares in the big spectrum of things? So I was like, remember that speech? He's like, oh, yeah. And I was like, okay, well, times that by 10 because it's such a pain. Everything about this. It's such a pain. And what really annoys me is, like I said, I was just sitting at a light and bam. And I really think the lady, because it was like a 2-lane turning lane. Like there were 2 lanes to turn. So I just kind of think she thought she was in the lane to go straight. Like I seriously, that's what I think she was thinking. Because it was crazy.
You think she was in the lane to go straight?
I think she thinks she was like just going straight and surprised that the lane that she was in was to turn because she was really surprised to stop.
I don't care where you think you're going. The car in front of you isn't moving and has its brake lights on. That might be an indication
right?
to not move.
Right. Exactly. But anyway.
So
yeah, it's been a pain.
Yeah, I don't know. I lost it up there. I can't seem to get
You
it back.
did? Yeah, it's a pain.
Hello, Andrew Fremder. Hello, Beansy.
Hey, Andy.
Bosie says, in life, you're either early or late. You're never on time.
Ever? I guess. You can't be within a second, so I guess he's right. Unless you stand at the door and someone's holding the door for you, and then exactly at the time you're supposed to be there, you just leap in the doorway. There's that. We want to do that. Everywhere we go, we'll do that. We'll have you leap in.
Just leaping.
Just leap in.
Sallie, you need to take off a month. Tony got this, I think, says Beansy.
Yes, I think. Tony's got this, I think.
I think not. I think if I needed to do the show by myself,
you'd be sad.
I'd be sad, and I would not enjoy it, and it would be tough. But I'd be willing to do it maybe once a week. If I don't have a co-host the other 3 days, yeah.
Why though?
Preferably what?
Like I think it's a drag to do a show by yourself.
It's a hell of a lot better when there's somebody here. Personally, I prefer 3 people.
Yeah.
Including me.
Like when Don's here on Saturday night, I love that.
When Don's here, when Andy's here.
I think that's my favorite show is Saturday night with Don and you.
I agree. But this is fun, and I enjoy when we have guests in here. Like, you know, when we talk to people like Ray Abruzzo and Bill Champlin and the Uncle Louie guys.
Mm-hmm.
Like I do. I enjoy guests and talking to people. Even when we had the what was that last week? We had the Mandy's Voice people. Like I enjoyed that because that was something a little different.
Yeah,
so
I actually forgot about that.
But yeah, but yeah, it's a month. And so that's what I was going to say. This is what bugs me when you hear about somebody with cancer or you hear about a car accident. Like you just hear about, you know, with cancer, oh, it was a rough road, did the chemo, did this, did that, and I worked my way back, and I got my strength back. Yeah. And a car accident, you just hear, you know, the person got a concussion or got this and got banged up. But then you don't hear about the crap that goes on.
The daily stuff.
To replace your car. The lawyers are fighting. The insurance is fighting. This is that. And it's, or, you know, going every day to, you know, rehab. And how your whole world is just completely upside down.
Yeah.
On top of trying to keep your normal routine going. And for you personally, this time of year is now crazy because, you know, you have white posts on weekends.
Yeah.
All the more reason you should be taking time off from here, by the way.
Yeah, plus, yeah, well, I find like a guest on Thursday or something. Yeah, like for example, and things that are even a little more different. And I was just talking to the lawyer about it today, and he actually said, he was like, oh, that's a really good point. I'm going to bring this up to the adjuster. Yes. I'm like, why? It shouldn't, like, why? I'm just an idiot. Why do I have to come up with these ideas? Because, like, here's the thing. Like, I had a used car. A couple of years ago, spent money on a used car, found a car with just like 60,000 miles on it, which would have no problems. It's had no problems. I hate car problems. Just got it inspected, just got new brakes, just normal maintenance. This car is going to last me forever. If I would, and then this year, because of like the whole microchip problem and no one being able to get new cars and everyone holding on to their old cars, the value of old cars is a lot higher than when I bought this car a couple of years ago.
Right.
So so I said to him, because he's like, well, they go off a different book. They go off not a Kelly's Blue book, but their own adjusting book, and you could add in things like maintenance of like you just got brakes, a month ago, and he'll adjust a little bit, but it really is the value of the car. I'm like, but that's the thing. The value of the car is a lot more this year than it is a couple of years ago. If I would buy this car now as opposed to a couple of years ago with more miles on it, it would be $2,000-$3,000 more right now. So, and he's like, oh, yeah, they have to adjust for that. Because I was like, if you just want to find me a car that with the value of the money that you're going to give me, I'll happily take it. But if I bought a car with the same amount of money right now, it would be a car with a lot of problems. So it's like, it's not fair that I'm just like sitting in a car. I don't have a car anymore. And they're not adjusting for that. They should. I don't want a better car. I just want the same car.
Right, you're not
no
looking to even make a buck
is.
or profit from
I'm
this.
not.
You just want, because you weren't planning on buying a car. You just want what you had back.
I just want what I had back. Like if my car didn't have an accident and I sold it today, it would be worth probably $2,000-$3,000 more than it was.
Yeah, you think it would be that much more?
Yeah, it's crazy because I've been like looking around and I'm like, oh, I looked at cars like this a couple of years ago and it's like $2,000 easy more. So
Right. So you're right. Your whole life gets upended. That's my point. Your whole life gets completely thrown into confusion, and those things are never really considered, or thought about.
Yeah.
All the running around to find a car and go through the craziness of who's paying what, and this woman who hit you was 100% at fault. 100%.
Which she said on video and
doesn't
in
matter
emails
what she
and
said.
voicemails. She absolutely was.
Doesn't matter what she said. By the law, she was 100% at fault. You were stopped at a light. You were rear-ended.
Yeah, I was.
You did nothing to contribute to this. And you have to go crazy trying to figure something else, trying to figure out what you're going to do.
Yeah, I have to come up with like a few thousand more out of my own pocket
just to get a decent working car. We're not talking about a Porsche.
Yeah.
We're not talking about...
I am an anti-car person.
We're not even talking about a freaking brand new Hyundai, for crying out loud.
I just drive crap cars. Like, for example, the car that I had before this one, and the only reason I had to replace it was because the transmission died. But I had a Mini Cooper, like that old style Mini Cooper. I had it for 17 years.
Whoa.
I bought it a couple of years old, really low miles for like, I forget, like 18, 20 grand. I got 17 years out of this car. So that's the kind of car buyer I am. I'm not the fancy spank, like when I was talking to the lawyer.
Were you about to say fancy spank?
Fancy pants, but it came out spank. When I was talking to the lawyer, he's like, you have to understand, like, just if you put like extras on a car, they're not going to adjust for that. I'm like, I don't have anything extra on it. I just want the value of the car.
Well, you had a CD player.
Yeah, which I still have. I think they popped that out.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Anyway.
Elizabeth says, Sallie and Tony really compliment each other. You're so good looking.
You're a dick. Oh, in a good way. Oh.
That's what compliment means. You're so dumb in a fun way.
In a really stupid way, baby.
Elizabeth says Mario Bosco is one of her favorite guests. If I asked Mario to come in here on Thursdays to do the show with me, I wouldn't even have to show up.
Oh, yeah.
So let me tell you what's going on, people. So I said this to this guy, and he said that, and I told him, do you mess with me, mother? And I told that guy, and then I went on Law and Order, and I did the show there, and I told that guy, and then I made friends with this guy, and I told that one, this one, and I did it.
And that would be the hour show.
I think Mario is like one of two people in the 3 years that I've been here that I actually have to shut the mic off sometimes. And I'm like, and he's like, this isn't working. I'm like, I know. Just stop.
I'll see if Mario's around. I'll get Mario. Mario doesn't drive, right? So Mario
just the visual of that. I don't know.
I bet you he could handle a Mini Cooper. Is he smaller? Is he shorter than you?
I feel like he might be like exactly my height.
So why couldn't he handle a Mini Cooper then?
I don't know if he drives because like some people when they are in, doesn't he live in the city?
Yeah.
People that live in the city, they don't bother with cars. Like, trust me, if I live in the city, would
that's the
I
reason he
bother with
doesn't
any
drive?
of this?
Or like if he lived out here, he'd be driving? Or does he have a license? Do you know?
If he went to go get a license and someone had to sit in the car with him and judge him, they would stop immediately because he wouldn't stop talking. They'd be like, no, just drive over to the curb and let me get out.
Oh, you want me to make a right? Well, one time I made a right on the set of Law and Order. And then I told that girl that stars in that show, what's her name? I told her, hey, dollface, I love doing this scene with you. You got a real pretty face. We should make more movies together. You know, I got all sorts of ideas. Me and her, we would make it happen. And then I'll get Don Sill to come in, and he'll film it and edit it for me, because I'll just say to him, hey, Don, do me a favor, edit my show. You know what I mean?
That hurt.
Yeah.
I'm going to see if he can come in on Thursday.
Okay.
I'll sit with Mario on Thursday.
All right. And I will take the day off and take care of all this stuff.
Fremder says Jeff is actually correct. Being late just means the event started before you arrived, and being early just means you arrived before the event started. You guys make my brain hurt.
Yeah.
Plajanos, I didn't realize how hard Sallie took it in the rear. Really hard in the rear.
Yeah.
Really hard, really deep, and it really messed her rear up.
Yeah. For a while, I was walking a little different.
Did you know that Sallie is actually 10% in fault because she was on the road on operating a motor vehicle? It's supposed to be and operating a motor vehicle. That does not make her 10% in the wrong. Jeffrey.
Who said that stupid ass comment?
Jeffrey Bosey.
Stupid Bosey.
If a person is responsible for causing an accident, they should have to take a road test. If they fail, they lose their license. If they pass, they still lose their license. I do believe that a road test...
That lady shouldn't have been driving.
Right. I do believe we should have to take a road test maybe every 10 years, maybe.
Yeah.
Because people really develop bad habits and things get weird. And, I mean, I'm sure you all can talk about some crazy stuff you've seen on the road. And there are plenty of times you look at somebody like, that person should not be driving anymore. And I feel bad for people like this. I mean, this woman who hit you was only, or is only, 6 years older than you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
6 years?
Yeah.
Yeah. But she looks and moves around like she's 20 years older than you.
Yeah.
She obviously can't drive because she admitted to you this was not her first accident.
Mm-mm.
And then you look at, a lot of the old people, the stereotypical old ladies that can barely see over the steering wheel, and they're like this, and they're going 25 miles an hour in a 55.
Are you talking about your mom again?
Well, yeah. I feel bad for those people. They want to get around. They want to do things. I understand that, but we're trying to save lives here. Beansy says, hey, I got good news. Oh, all right. So what do you got? Elizabeth says, spill the beans. If you're 80, you shouldn't even have a driver's license. You should be in Florida, retired like everybody else. Beansy says, oh, I can't believe I fell for this, Beansy. His good news? I saved 15% of my car insurance. What? My wife is pregnant.
Who?
I don't know. Beansy says that. He says, at 55, who said you can't have a baby? Is he... What? He is joking, right? That part I don't get. The 15% of my car insurance I got, but... I think Mario drives a Power Wheels. Yeah, he shows up in a Matchbox car. Yeah, all right. What else you got?
Well, we got trivia.
We do have trivia. Why,
Yeah.
you want to do that? We usually don't start it this early.
Oh.
Oh. Oh, all right. Oh, I got, you know what? I got this date in music history.
Oh,
Because I know you like that.
Yeah, I like that stuff.
I just have two things. Well, you know, I kind of have three. In 1961, a 21-year-old singer recorded his debut album in one day. He paid $400 for the studio time for 1 day's worth of recording. Bob Dylan.
Oh, wow.
Bob Dylan paid $400 to rent the studio, recorded his first album in the 1 day for $400. That's pretty incredible.
He probably wrote the songs that morning, too.
Yeah, right.
That's what I was reading about. He said that he was good friends with Leonard Cohen, and they used to joke all the time because Leonard Cohen would take Leonard Cohen wrote Hallelujah.
Yes.
And it took him
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
It took him over a year to write that song.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a long
and
time.
then so Leonard Cohen picked one of Dylan's most, well-known fantastic songs with so much hidden meaning and stuff, kind of like how Leonard Cohen writes. And he's like, really, honestly, I was sitting on a curb and I wrote it in 15 minutes on this piece of paper that I found.
Wow.
And they were like, he's like, I'm dead serious.
Stevie Wonder claims to write one song a day.
Really?
That's what he says. I don't know how good they are.
Well,
I mean,
and
the
that's
man's
just
a
it.
genius,
Bob-
but he's put out some crap too. And as Bob Dylan.
Dylan doesn't
as
have,
Paul
like-
McCartney. I mean, these guys can't, spew out beauties every single time. But
Cindy, I've been borrowing Cindy's car every now and then, and she's a big Bob Dylan fan. So there's all these like Bob Dylan CDs in the car, and
oh, I love Bob Dylan.
yeah, me too. But
He can't sing to save his life. I mean,
I don't even mind his voice.
It depends. There are some songs I don't mind it. There are some songs I'm like, oh God, please somebody else record this so I can enjoy it.
It's not even so much to enjoy. It's kind of like Van Morrison. Like when another artist with a great voice records a Van Morrison song or a Bob Dylan song, I'm just so happy to know what the words are, because I don't even know what the words are.
Van Morrison? Really? You have trouble understanding Van Morrison?
And he's like, and then I'm like, oh,
I don't
that's
have
what that
problem.
was.
I don't have that problem with Van Morrison.
Well, but actually, when you do hear it from someone else, you're like, oh, I thought it was this, and then it turns out that it's not.
I don't know if I'd say that.
Really?
Even and speaking of Leonard Cohen too, I mean, most of his more famous songs are his songs sang by somebody else.
Right. You know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna find several Van Morrison verses, and I'm gonna play them, and I'm gonna ask you what it says, and I guarantee you thought it was something
I would love
else.
to do that. Actually, I would love to do that.
Because Bob Dylan, he'll do a sentence.
Oh, Bob Dylan, yeah, of course.
And you're like, I have no idea what the fuck you just said.
Right.
Yeah, like you don't know.
Right.
But Van Morrison, you're like, oh, it's this, and you're comfortable with it. And then when you actually read the lyric, like, oh, wasn't that?
All right. Yeah, I'd be happy to do that. I would love that.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Let's see. So, I mentioned Don Sill. So DJ called Don a loser.
Oh man! Now we're gonna have another rap.
Beansy says, found out last night my wife is pregnant, and yes, I'm the father.
For seriously? And she's 55? Wow, God bless her.
I guess. I don't know. Everything I found...
Congratulations. That's amazing.
Everything I have found is about 3+ accidents. The person at the back is pretty much probably going to be determined to be 100% at fault. Oh, Bosie asked Fremder to fact check. Actually, he asked Plajanos to fact check, but Fremder did it. Yeah, and Plajano. Oh, I'm sorry. It is Plajanos. Sorry. Plajano. I thought it said Fremder. Plajanos, yeah, he's doing the research, and it says the person at the back is pretty much probably going to be determined at 100% fault.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, so I thought Jeff was trying to was joking around somehow, but I guess he was serious, saying that.
Like, I was literally a parked car.
Well, you weren't parked.
I know, but I might as well be.
But you weren't moving, and you were doing everything right.
With the red lights in Long Island, it felt like I was a parked car.
Well, true.
They take so long. I mean, I was just like, dun, 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 and then slam.
All right, DJ's asking about the phones. DJ, call in on Thursday.
Yeah.
Promise. The phones will be open Thursday. We're going to get into Tuesday trivia in a minute. So call on Thursday. So, all right, my other news, this in music news, on this day in 1999, David Bowie released his album called Hours. He released it for download in its entirety on his website.
Wow.
Making him the first person to do that.
How much did he make from it?
I don't know. It doesn't say.
Like, how much did he make as opposed to albums? And is that where the downfall for poor artist went?
Well, actually, but doing that, downloading it on a website is the smarter move because then you don't have to pay iTunes. You get to keep the money. So, but yeah, David Bowie was the first person to have an album available on a website for download.
That's cool.
So
that's a good trivia question.
Yeah, true. Now everybody's congratulating Beansy. I guess this is true.
Yeah, congratulations. Congratulations, Kathy.
Joe. But does this... All right, so he's 55. How old, can we ask how old Kathy is?
Oh, I thought he was saying she's 55.
Oh, she's 50.
Okay.
Holy crap, getting pregnant at 50?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. I would go crazy.
Yeah.
My kids are in their 20s. I can't handle that.
Mm-hmm.
And you have a 20-year-old, a 21-year-old, a 17-year-old, and I hate them. I mean, to go through all the diapers and carrying all the stuff whenever you travel and not being able to do things. And
yeah, but now you have, siblings to help.
Joe, do you have kids already? I don't recall ever hearing about him talking about his kids or anything. Oh, man, no, I don't care who's around. No,
well, it's it'd be like if right now we had a grandchild, it would be totally fun.
That's different because we get to give the kid back.
Sometimes you don't. Sometimes kids are in their 20s and, they have such a hard time that the grandparents just end up raising the kid.
Do you really believe...
I'm saying he's not the only one.
Joan says, do you really believe this BS artist?
Is he lying to us?
I don't know.
I hate being lied to. If he's lying to... If he doesn't show up when he says he's supposed to show up, and he doesn't bring us food when he says he's going to bring us food, and now he lies to us about his future, I'm going to be mad for a good couple of days.
The story is we tried for years. Long story, but we finally did it.
Okay, good.
Right. No, and they have no kids.
Nice. Congratulations. This is really amazing.
So you're going to, and so he's 55. So you're going to be a 60-something-year-old man going to all the elementary school, events, be hanging out with a bunch of parents that are 40 years younger than you.
So what? I could do it. He's the same age as I am. If I had a baby now, I'd totally be fine.
Yeah, but you're cool.
It's not that old.
I'm just joking.
You'll have fun.
No, congratulations. If you guys have been trying for years, it must have been, obviously it's very important to them.
Yeah.
In all seriousness,
this is the most loved kid ever.
Absolutely. Congratulations. I guarantee by the time the kid is 5, he or she will be cooking dinner for daddy.
Yeah. Yeah, she's going to be getting breakfast detail.
Yeah.
She'll be learning how to put toast in and stuff.
He or she will be trained on what beer to get out of the fridge at dinner time.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Joe and Kathy. That's wonderful news. All the best. Good luck. And take care of yourselves with that.
Yeah.
Wow,
rest.
that is crazy.
Rest, Kathy. Not you, Beansy. You
That's right, Beansy. You better get up and start doing stuff.
Yeah.
Wow. No, all the best to them, but no, I couldn't. I don't know if I can do that now, man. At 51, do with a kid, a baby.
Why?
Because it's tough.
It's a big freaking deal.
It's a big deal. It's a very big deal. Chris Lane is watching. Hello, Chris Lane over there on Facebook. He's watching. Hope you're doing well, pal. Hope you're all right. Guys, all joking aside, thank you all. Elizabeth Batapede said she got pregnant because you finally did it.
She finally had sex with him.
She was asleep.
Well, she was trying to have sex with him, but he kept sending her into the kitchen to make sandwiches. She's like, aren't we ever going to have sex? And he's like, I'll tell you after you make me the next sandwich. That's what happened.
Now, Fremder says, the person in the back is most definitely at fault, like in the movie Deliverance. That's true. With that, ladies and gentlemen, it is time.
Was that Fremder?
You're laughing at a Fremder joke.
I'm laughing at a Fremder joke.
Do we have a phone number for Mario?
Wow,
what face was that?
I don't know how to not like. You can always get a hold of Mario. He's like always out there. He Facebooks you all the time.
The problem, though, then I'd have to pick him up and drop him off at the train station on Thursday.
Oh.
I would never. I guarantee you'd be sitting in the parking lot for like an hour at the train station. Mario, I'm trying to drop you off. Go home.
But wait, let me tell you this thing. One more thing. I want to tell you about the comedians in the city.
You know, like, and we'll just. I'll be like.
Is he that chatty when he's not on a? I think he's chatty when there's a microphone.
No, he's that chatty.
Involved.
No, you don't remember that time he called me because he had an idea for a show in here?
Oh yeah.
I think it was like a 2-hour phone call.
Oh wow.
I'm like,
wow.
yeah,
I'm never gonna see you Thursday. I miss you already.
Wow. All right.
I did this so long ago.
Oh, look at that. He says his wife had cancer and beat it, so now we have a baby. What?
That's a good day.
Did we know she's a cancer survivor?
I think we did.
Kathy, the cancer survivor?
Mm-hmm.
We did?
Mm-hmm. Now Kathy the mommy.
Cancer Kathy? I don't remember that. My apologies for not knowing that. All right. Well, yeah, that's fantastic. She's a survivor and then gets to celebrate with a baby. Very
Perfect. Nice. Yay!
So now when he calls in, we'll hear a baby crying in the background. I bet you that baby's making Beansy dinner at 6 months old. Forget 5 years.
Oh, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we hold in our hands this week's Tuesday Trivia. The way this works, if you're new to it, Sallie and I take turns asking some random trivia questions. There's no rhyme or reason to what we're asking. There's no theme or anything. We're just asking random trivia questions. We have not seen each other's questions. We're going to try and stump each other. We're going to try and stump you. So please, in the comments below us or next to us, wherever your comment thread is, please type in your answers. What we do is we ask all the questions. We do not give the answers. Then when we finish asking the questions, we go back to the beginning, ask the questions again. We read your answers, give out the correct answer, and then make fun of everybody. There's no prizes. There's no nothing. This is all for just fun, and we enjoy making fun of you. With that, question number 1, Sallie O'Neill.
What is sexting?
Sexting?
Yes.
Spell it.
SHEXTING.
Sexting. Well, we know what sexting is. It's when you're taking a dump and you're texting somebody while you're in there. Got it.
Taking a dump.
Oh, would it be called dexting?
Going poopy.
Pexting.
Making a deposit.
Deposit.
Number 2.
Deposit texting. So when you're shitting, you shext. I'm sending you a shext. All right. The word utopia from the Greek means what? Is it happiness? Is it nowhere? Is it home? The word utopia.
Happiness.
Sallie says happiness.
Which is Queen's, the musical group,
Okay.
which is Queen's best-selling single?
We Will Rock You, We Are the Champions.
We will rock you.
Don't ever do that again.
Okay.
Speaking of music, should I play that song that was emailed to me last night?
I didn't know if you were going to do that or not. I wasn't going to egg you on.
Wait till you hear this load of crap.
She's seriously going to kill you.
I don't know. Kill the other guy. He sent it to me.
Yeah, he should know that you're not responsible enough not to play it.
All right, hang on.
We'll explain first.
So yesterday, if you guys remember yesterday, whoops, I'm having trouble rewinding it. If you guys remember yesterday, I told you guys a story about how I think I'm just going to have to play it again. Hang on a second. Bear with me here. So yesterday, if you guys remember, I told you a story about how a spider was on me at White Post Farms this weekend, and he was trying to build a nest around me. So he's trying to build a nest on me, and I felt like I was getting attacked by like Spider-Man or something. So so my mother then decided to my mother then decided to write a song. For a while, it's a doozy. Oh, that's not it. Now,
well, she prefaced it by saying a funny, like it was a funny poem.
Well, yeah, she calls me up. She goes, I wrote a funny song about your spider experience. I said, oh, you what? My mother never writes anything. She's never written a song, and she's not funny. And she's old. So, and you know what it was? She was drunk. It didn't even occur to me at the time.
No, it did, because you asked her.
So then she proceeded, and then she sang the song to us on the phone. Which,
did she do it twice?
I don't think so.
Okay.
God, I hope not. But my mother doesn't sing either. She doesn't write songs. She doesn't sing. She doesn't like people. She doesn't do anything. And that I was like, what? You wrote a song? What? You're trying to be funny? What? So she sang this thing to us over the phone about the spider. It was terrible.
And I've been through a lot this month, so she should have known that I've been through enough.
Absolutely.
already.
I think this contributed. I think this made your concussion worse because you had to hear this.
Yeah.
But then my brother then emails me. He somehow got a recording of my mother singing.
Because we haven't been
this.
through enough.
So, all right. So here you go. Here you go. I'm going to play it for you right now.
Itsy spider walked up Tony's arm. Down came the web, causing an alarm. He was in the hot sun, which was causing him pain. And the itsy spider went away, and Tony's happy again.
She obviously can't keep a beat. She's very white.
She lost her place when she was reading or something. I think.
Down came the spider, and the spider, and wait a minute, it caused an alarm. I don't know what to make of this. I can't believe I just played this.
She's gonna murder you.
Oh, she is gonna murder me. But she must have agreed to have this recorded.
Yeah.
So she wanted to be on.
And like I said, Frank should know better.
What do you mean? What do you mean Frank should know better?
Like he should, if it wasn't meant to be played for other people, Frank should know better than to give it to you.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah, it's yeah.
So I hope you guys are okay after hearing that. I just hope that my mother's learned a lesson from this to stop drinking and to never attempt
to write again.
Write again. Yeah. Okay. Next question. Under which name did Alfonzo Diabuzzo find fame as an actor? So basically, what actor's real name is Alfonzo Diabuzzo? Is it?
Oh, thank goodness.
Is it Alan Alda, Norm Crosby, or Ray Abruzzo, who was on our show?
What's the second one?
Norm Crosby? You don't know
Who's
Norm
that?
Crosby? He was a comedian actor. He died earlier this year. You'd know his face. He was
Bad
around
year
a long
for
time.
Norms. I'm going to go with number 2.
Norm Crosby?
Yep.
All right.
Which I was looking at actors or celebrities that had weird jobs before they became famous.
Okay. Oh, I have a list of those.
Really? Oh, maybe you have this one. If you know
Okay.
it right away.
I'll tell you I will not tell you the answer if I have it.
Okay. Which actor worked as, and it's a multiple choice, which actor worked as a lion tamer?
Oh, I do have that one.
Yeah, so don't say it.
Okay. That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a list of actors who had odd jobs before they're famous. Right? This?
Yep.
Okay.
Which actor worked as a lion tamer? Christopher Walken, Alan Arkin, or Robert Redford?
That's funny that you came up with that. And I have this list. That's just, I have a list. I like, sometimes I have stuff here to save just in case we don't have something to talk about. So I save these things to.
People are begging you to bring out that list.
Yeah, right. Chris Lane says, never stop drinking, just stop singing. What technique was used by guitarist Les Paul and also describes the sound made, and also describes the sound made by overloading circuits between the guitar and the amplifier?
Is there a multiple choice?
It is not. It was a technique used by guitarist Les Paul, and many guitarists have used it since. When you take the guitar, and
is it like it sounds kind of like riffing or that type of thing? Is that kind of like around the word?
No.
Not even close?
I don't think so.
Okay. That's my answer, because I don't know anything else.
All right. Sallie says riffing.
Or something like that. And
Riffing
give her, write down, and give her credit if it's close.
Shut up.
And Sallie will decide if it's close. Yeah.
That's the longest answer ever.
Yeah. What does CVS stand for? The store. The CVS store. What's it stand for?
The Cock Vagina Service.
Wow. How'd you know that?
That's a good question. What
I
does it
know.
stand
Isn't
for?
that crazy?
Common Core Cookies. The V is going to stand for vitamins.
And minerals.
What the hell was that? That spider's back. Go ahead, Mom. Write a song.
Write a song.
Common vitamin store. Something store. I'm trying to think of something that goes with, like the pharmacy, because it's mostly a pharmacy. Mm-hmm. What are you doing? Oh, you're checking people's answers? Yeah. Oh, I wasn't looking.
I know.
But yeah, it's not PVS. Then I would say pharmacy.
Yeah, a few people have it.
Really?
Already.
Is it something obvious that I should have gotten?
No, I had no idea. And no. I mean, it's not like, if you think about it in the terms that you were thinking, you might come up with it.
Is it something? Yeah,
but it's not something like some guy's name or initials or anything.
But
it is exactly what you're thinking, like something that stands for why you would walk into a store.
Why you'd walk into that store. Yeah. So it has something to do with the pharmacy and the first aid.
It has something to do with the store, but it is, so it's not obvious, but that's what it is. You're on the right track. You may get it, but you probably won't.
It's CVS.
The V is going to be the hard thing, but it's not like some dude's name.
Chris versus Sallie.
Okay.
But I don't know who Chris is. Who else hangs around here? It starts with a C. Chris Lane. So I was right. Chris versus Sallie. So it's Chris Lane versus Sallie O'Neill. That's my answer.
Okay.
Chris Lane versus Sallie O'Neill. Did you know Chris? Well, Chris is a year behind me. He's a Hicksville guy. Hicksville, Andy Plaginos.
He's a year behind you. Doesn't he have like a sister I know or something?
Oh, yeah, I think there was something like that. Yeah. Okay, sorry.
You go.
Oh, it's me. Dave! What type of sport are you most likely to get diseased anuses or rectums?
Wait, what? No, really? Like what? Wait, what?
And I am not talking about going out with Jeff Bosey.
What sport do you get? What?
What type of sport are you most likely to get diseased anuses or rectums?
Bicycle riding.
Bicycle riding.
Well, I know the guys have problems with their balls when they ride bicycles. So maybe the anus is the same thing.
All right.
Maybe weightlifting because there's so much strain. But I'm going to go with bike riding.
Weightlifting at Cherry Grove.
Yeah. Another letter question. What does, and you probably know this one, what does AT&T stand for? I didn't know.
AT&T?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I used to know that.
I didn't know. I bet you 90% of the people in the world could pull that answer out, but I didn't know.
That's going to... Oh, I can't believe... Wow. I used to know that.
I only knew one of the letters.
Well, yeah, obviously.
And
one
it's
of the T's
the same
telephone.
thing. It's not like some dude's name or anything. It actually means
it actually meant something. Oh, shit. Nah. Anthony's telephone and tools. I have no idea. I can't believe I don't remember that anymore. Maybe it's a good thing that I'm removed from that world.
Right.
I'm actually writing it down. That's my answer. Anthony's telephone and tools.
You got one.
Oh, good.
That's the one I got.
Let's see. All right, so I think you're looking over there, but you're looking over here.
I'm not. I'm seriously not cheating.
What is the most common trick that pet dogs perform?
Shake.
Sally says,
sit.
Sit, says
Definitely
Sally.
sit.
Sally says sit and sells seashells by the seesaw. All right, next question.
Oh, this is the...
Oh, you do that every week. Like you don't expect it.
Like, oh, I can't say this. No, I'm just kidding. According to the World Health Organization...
Who?
The World Health Organization.
Get
What percentage of men are circumcised worldwide? Is it 30, 40, or 50% of men are circumcised worldwide?
I'm surprised. To me, those are all low numbers. I'll go with 50. I'm shocked that that would be the highest number listed there. Wow. Wow. All right. Yeah, I'm going to go with 50.
Okay.
What percentage of women have had multiple orgasms? But I want an answer for that, but I also want to know what percentage have multiple orgasms regularly. So we're looking for two answers. The percentage of women who have had multiple orgasms.
So what's a multiple orgasm? Like you have an orgasm
More than
and
one.
then like, a minute later you have like another orgasm?
Yeah. But what percentage of women have had multiple orgasms regularly?
I would say I'm going to go with 70% multiple, 15% regularly.
All right. Well done. Well played. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going back. Going back to the beginning. And we'll get some answers.
What is sexting?
Johnny Lambros texting while pooping. And then he got yelled at by Elizabeth.
Why?
And then he said, I'm sexting while I type this.
That's funny.
Oh, texting while making love, says Beansy. Oh, so the SH would be like shagging?
Oh, but that's sexting.
No, sexting is when you're just typing dirty things to each other.
Oh.
And you're like kind of, getting off on that.
Okay. Wouldn't it be like fexting or something?
Dropping off the Cosby kids at the pool. Oh, my goodness. I can't believe I just read that out loud. Oh, my goodness. And that was not a friender.
Who was it?
That was a Plajanos. Kirsten agrees with me that it's pooping. So she agrees with Johnny, too, then, I guess. All right, those are all the answers.
Texting your friends, loved ones, and even your annoying coworkers while making poo on the porcelain throne.
I can't believe that's the real answer.
Yeah.
Wow. Who came up with this?
I don't know. I guess the first person who did it.
Wow. So I'm like a Shexting pro.
Yeah, you are. You got a lot of work done in the morning.
You know what? I got to look on Facebook. Was Chris Lane and Mickey Delaney are commenting on Facebook. Did they comment too? No, they did not. Okay.
Yeah, I think what it is his wife.
Who?
Chris
Lane.
Tell me if this is right.
Okay.
Who's his wife? His wife is from
His
Hicksville
wife is
too.
from Hicksville also.
And her maiden name was what? Lee?
Chris, is that right? Forgive me, I don't remember.
Because I think her older sister is Kelly Lee.
Kelly Lee.
Kelly Lee.
Is that like Merrily? No, that came out wrong. Luckily Kelly Lee.
Yeah.
Okay. Under which name did Alfonzo Diabuzzo find fame as an actor? Is it Alan Alda? Is it Norm Crosby? Is it Ray Abruzzo? Nobody bothered to answer this question.
I did.
You did. You said Norm Crosby, and you don't even know who that is.
No, but I figured that's
why
why
did you
he's in
guys
there.
skip that question?
Am I right?
Or am I not getting all the answers? Am I not getting all the? Let me see here. I don't want to X this out and see if I got the wrong chat, because then I'll lose all these answers for everything else. All right, so yeah, I'm just. The answer, Alfonzo Diabuzzo, is Alan Alda.
Really?
Really? Yep.
Alfonzo.
Oh, shit. They answered it. I skipped. I asked the wrong question.
Oh.
The word utopia from the Greek means happiness, nowhere, or home.
Happiness.
Everybody's saying happiness, except Andy Plajanos, who said nowhere. Oh, Joe Beansy said home. It's nowhere.
It's nowhere?
Yep. And it's from the Greek, so Plajanos knows.
I thought it was like the perfect. I thought utopia was like the perfect environment, so I went with happiness.
Yeah, that does seem to be what we've turned it into. Utopia is a place of happiness, but I guess that's not what it originally meant in Greek terms.
Oh. Okay.
Sorry about that. Sorry I messed up the questions here. I can't believe I did that.
Unbelievable.
Damn it.
You burp every time I'm here, like the last week.
Yes?
What is Queen's best-selling single?
I said, We Will Rock You, We Are the Champions. It was a double A side. Bosie said, We Are the Champions. Lambro says, Another One Bites the Dust. Andy Plajanos says, Bicycle Race.
I want to ride my bicycle.
Kirsten says, We Are the Champions. Elizabeth says, We Are the Champions.
You were all dumb and stupid.
Nobody's got it right?
No.
Queen's best-selling single, says Fremder, was Bohemian Rhapsody.
He would be correct.
Really?
Fremder.
He also says Utopia is a
Fremder.
place where I can go to buy things that will eventually make me happy later on that evening. Oh, that's true. That is the name of a store in Hicksville. In
Yeah.
Hicksville.
I can't believe that place is still there.
It's the original. It was the Mecca. It was that place always boggled my mind.
Remember those like pot hats we used to wear? Like they were like kind of like suede. I
You
think
could
I
buy-
got mine there.
You could buy those hats. You could buy bongs. You could buy all sorts of
Buy anything there.
sex toys. And this was before these places were all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I remember being freaking 12 years old walking into that place.
Sure.
I remember being shocked all the time. Like, how did they get away with all this stuff?
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It was crazy, I tell you. So sorry, I asked the next question early. So Joan got it right. Beansy got it right. Bosie said Ray Abruzzo. Plagano said Alan Alda. Johnny Lambros. Kirsten. Fremder. They all said Alan Alda. Okay. So sorry about that. But yes, Alfonso Diabuzzo is Alan Alda. All right, now we're back on track.
What actor worked as a lion tamer?
Bosie said Redford, Plajanos, Lambros, Beansy, Asher, O'Flaherty, all say Walken. Fremder says Redford. I said Walken. Chris Lane said Alan Arkin. Then he said Jimi Hendrix.
Didn't I pick like good substitutes? Like you could see the other guys actually really doing it, right?
No.
You can't see Robert Redford doing that?
No.
Remember he was the horse whisperer?
I never saw that movie.
Oh, it was good.
Yeah?
Yeah, you know who was in the horse whisperer?
Jane Fonda. Was it Jane Fonda?
No.
Oh, Barbara Streisand. Who was the female?
No.
Who's the female?
Someone who you would know, but I don't know the name.
Oh, that one.
I can't think of it. But you know who the main character was with him?
Oh, Jane Fonda was in The Electric Horseman.
Okay.
Who?
Black Widow.
What?
Black Widow.
What do you mean?
Who plays Black Widow?
Scarlett Johansson?
Yeah, she
was
was
she like 2?
She was like maybe 14. She was fantastic, and I remember watching the movie because I went to go
14?
see it because the book was good. So I went to go see the movie, and I was like, "Oh, Rob Redford, that'll be great." And then I was like, "Who is this little girl who's freaking stealing this show?"
When did that movie come out?
I'm gonna say 1998. I don't know.
Oh, is that recent?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was.
I don't know.
Earlier. Oh, okay.
I don't, yeah.
And Scarlett Johansson was in that too.
Yeah.
I can't see Christopher Walken doing it either.
I know, right?
And who else did you say?
Alan Arkin.
And
yeah. I don't know. I just, you know what I did? I picked people around.
Alan Arkin do that at all?
I picked people around that age because people had really strange professions back then. You know, you wouldn't believe a lion tamer today. So I was like picking actors around that age. But yeah, so it said when Christopher Walken was 15, he joined a traveling circus and was briefly a lion tamer. He was modest about being a lion tamer. He claims that Sheba, the lion, was very, very, very old and was really more like a dog.
Joan Asher says, Christopher Walken, he looks like a ringmaster. What does that even mean?
You know, you're just commanding of what you're doing.
What technique was used by guitarist Les Paul and also describes a sound made by overloading circuits between guitar and amplifier? Ken Friedberg is watching on Facebook. Hello, Ken Friedberg, and he says feedback.
Feedback. Why would you ever want that?
Andy Plagano says reverb, kind of the same thing. Lambro said reverb. Beansy said pull strings. Lambro said mod garage. I don't know what that means. Kirsten said vibration. Fremder says reverberation.
Feedback?
Feedback.
What word did I come up with?
You said riffing.
And what is that?
Riffing is...
What's the definition of that?
Well, riffing to some people is just basically jamming, but a riff is like when you come up with like a riff that the song is based on, like Day Tripper. Bow, 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 bow. That's a riff.
Okay.
It's not just a bunch of chords that you're playing in the song. It's a riff that you play within the song.
All right. Okay. What does CVS stand for?
Credential Verification Service.
Nope.
That's what Chris Lane said. I said Chris Lane versus Sallie O'Neill. He says, Chris said that you would win. Consumer value store. Oh, so yeah, a lot of people are saying that, huh?
That's the correct answer.
That's it. Andy Plajanos, cold virus STD. Controlled vitamin store. Oh, that would have been a good. That's probably what I would have went with. Crying very softly, certainly very stressed. Come visit Satan. Oh my goodness. Okay. What was it again?
Consumer value store.
That's a stupid. Like that's not even English.
I know.
Like it's not a proper sentence.
Yeah.
All right. So, what type of sport are you most likely to get diseased anuses or rectum? Sally said getting rear-ended. Sally said bike riding. Upside down barstool riding, says Chris Lane.
Saw that in the Olympics.
Soccer in the showers after the matches, says Johnny Lambrose. Joan Asher says wrestling. Comedian Johnny Lambrose says Yankees baseball. Joe Stas playing ping pong. Kirsten says rugby. Andy Pajanos has the correct answer. He says water sports. Water skiing is the answer I have, to be exact.
Oh, really?
Water skiing.
Wow. Well, you'd think, yeah, okay. Weird.
You'd think, yeah, okay, weird.
Yeah.
That's almost like, that almost sounded like controlled vitamin store or consumer value store.
Like if you get dragged with your butt facing the water and the water goes up, but are you, like, wouldn't you be wearing a bathing suit?
Well, does the bathing suit? So when
It
you
should
go
block a little bit.
when you come off, you're finished water skiing, and under your bathing suit is completely dry.
No, but I'm saying it should
There you
like
go.
protect it a little bit.
I don't see the point of bathing suits.
You don't see the point of clothes.
Right.
Okay. What does AT&T stand for?
Anthony's Telephone and Tools. Amazing tiny tits, said Chris Lane. Mickey Delaney, ass talk testes. And then everybody else got them right. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe not. So is it American Telephone and Telegraph or Atlantic Telecom and Telegraph?
American.
American Telephone and Telegraph. Is it telephone or telecom?
Telephone and telegraph.
Oh. So most people got it right. Me and Andy, whose father was a phone guy, and me, a former phone guy, neither one of us got it right. What is the most common trick that pets perform?
Here's the problem I have is
With what?
Like I remember hearing Atlantic Telephone or whatever. Like
You heard it on the phone?
I heard it on the phone
But
when I was young. Like I kind of wonder if like maybe my source was wrong. Like I kind of believe Andy. And Atlantic sounds familiar. Atlantic Telephone and Telegraph.
Really? You think your answer's wrong now, huh?
I feel like my answers, I mean, I just got it off like, like I'll just put in like trivia.
It is, you got me thinking. I did, when I was doing my questions.
Atlantic.
When I was doing my questions this morning, and I was looking for stuff to use, I did come across a question that had the wrong answer. And I don't remember what it was.
A music question? Because you would know.
Yeah, I think it was. I think it was a Beatle question.
Yeah.
All right, well, after we're done, then look it up before we go off the
I
air.
don't care that much. Okay.
Well, then why'd you bring it up?
Well, if Andy can go research it and tell me.
Oh, fine. Just bark orders and Andy. I'm Sallie O'Neill,
It's your
show host. Andy, you do it.
I'm swamped.
My little minion.
I'm so swamped.
What is the most common trick that pets that what? What is the most common trick that pet dogs perform?
Sit.
Sally said sit. Chris Lane said roll over. Mickey Delaney said lay down.
It's
I will
sit.
after.
It's got to be sit.
Lambro said fetch.
No.
Andy, Joan, Kirsten said sit. You first. What was your first answer?
Sit. Oh, shake.
Shake. Then
Maybe
you
they
changed
don't-
it to sit.
Maybe they don't think sit is a trick, and I'll give you that. like, because I would say sit and lay down are commands, so maybe it isn't sit. But
I didn't say shake was the right answer.
oh, but shake is like a trick. You don't really need it. But sit, you gotta teach your dog to sit.
Well, sit's the correct answer.
Okay, yeah.
Wow.
And my favorite, get the fuck out of the room.
Which we all listen, not just the dogs.
Everyone, yeah, just dogs out of the kitchen. Just get out of it. Like, it's crazy. Like, you're trying to, like, make a sandwich or cook dinner, and there's, like, dogs all over the place. Like, just get out of the
When
kitchen.
you're what? Trying to make a what?
Sandwich, dinner.
A sandwich for your toddlers?
For toddlers. Toddlers is right.
Toddlers.
Toddlers.
Sandwich.
Sandwich. And I don't want to put gates up, but I just like make sure they all know. Out of the kitchen. And not all the time. Just when I'm like going from like stove to sink to sink to stove.
We're all just looking at you because we're waiting for the next question.
Okay. Alrighty.
Alrighty then.
According to the World Health Organization,
Ooh.
What percentage of men are circumcised worldwide? Not in America. Worldwide.
Yeah, I know. To me, it's a low number. Chris Lane and me both said 50%. Beansy says 40. Lambro says 38%. Jones says 30. Jeff says 40. Plagano says 30. Kirsten says 30.
Joan, Kirsten, and Andy Plagianos are correct. And
So
I actually
40%?
No, 30.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, 30. And I actually thought that was high because, like, how many freaking countries are there in the world? And they're not. It's not a big thing in.
Oh, so it's really just a big thing. Well,
it's a big thing in.
it's not really a big thing.
In
Thanks.
America, it's a big thing in.
It's
like,
a big thing here, but
Israel.
not. But it's not so much of a big thing in the rest of the world.
No, it's. I mean, it started as a religious thing.
Who came up with it? Like, who would think about this? Look at that thing. I wonder
Abraham.
what would happen if we just peeled it and ripped.
When was it first done? Was it an Abraham Isaac thing? Or was he just Abraham just gonna murder his son because God said so and then didn't have to? Was it a circumcision thing? I don't know who did it, but I think it's a Bible thing, an Old Testament thing. Yeah. So I actually thought 30 was kind of high.
All right. But that was your sex question?
Penis.
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 What percentage of women have had multiple orgasms? But what percentage of women have had multiple orgasms regularly? Sallie said 70% and 15%. Mickey Delaney says 40% and 100%.
That doesn't make sense.
Wow.
The second one has to be
Well, no.
lower.
It could be 100% of that 40%.
Oh.
That made sense.
All right.
But Jano said 25% and 1%. Kirsten says 50 and 10. Joan says 12 and 8. Those are interesting numbers. The most common... Oh, boy. I am not reading that, Andrew Fremder. I am not reading that. Wow. Beansy says 40 and 20%. Jeff Bosey had to go. All right, bye, Jeff.
Bye, Jeff.
Elizabeth says 17 and 22. Okay, and then we have some other comments about other things that I'll get back to. So, the person who got pretty close, Kirsten got pretty close. She said 50 and 10. It's actually 30 and 10. 30% of women have had multiple orgasms, and 10% of women have multiple orgasms regularly.
Okay.
Seemed kind of low to me, but that's what I got. I like
You
Kirsten.
watch too much porn.
Kirsten's very sexual. I like that. We need to talk to her about that more.
No, we don't.
Every time we
No,
see her, she has
we
the kids
don't.
around. We can't talk about this stuff.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Plagianos, Utopia is the perfect place. Sir Thomas More decided to call it Utopia in his book as an oxymoron. And since nobody learns Greek, we all think it's supposed to mean a perfect place.
That makes sense.
Beansy says Christopher Walken is his favorite actor.
Yeah, he's great. You know what I love when he does those like the dance videos? Love them. I
did the one.
He just does that one. He
As far
doesn't do
as I
any
know.
others. He dances.
He does dance, but
Yeah.
like music videos, I only know the one.
Yeah. Well, me too. But you see him on like talk shows. He'll like
Yeah, who's? Oh, yeah. Well, that's not videos.
Right.
What was that band? Fatboy Slim? Is that the name of that band?
I don't
A
know.
little bit of this, a little bit of that. Plagano says water sports that I used actually refers to sex with people peeing on each other. But I will take the point.
So that was the answer. Just water sports.
Yeah, but he was referring to people peeing on each other.
Okay.
Joan Asher wrote Bell Atlantic. I don't know why she wrote that. It has nothing to do with AT&T. It was actually...
maybe that's why I'm thinking.
Oh,
Bell
you're
Atlantic.
confusing Bell Atlantic with...
Maybe I'm combining the two things. So that was really good to say because now
all right. Thank you,
me and Plagianus doesn't have to look anything up.
Oh, Plagano said I am wrong on the AT&T answer.
Okay.
All right. And Elizabeth Batapede says she's in the 10%. Nice.
Wow.
Nice.
That makes you so happy.
It does.
Yeah.
Although...
Look at your face.
Although, I can't just go by what she's telling me.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, Elizabeth, this is how this is the road you're going to go down now.
She started it.
I try to protect you people.
Beansy said Joan is sipping on the eggnog. I don't know why he said that.
I'm so happy for Kathy and Beansy.
Yeah, that's pretty wild.
Yeah. Is there a due date?
Is there a due date? That's why he brought his mother down to Florida. He's going to make his mother help him
Yeah. Babysit.
babysit and do the laundry and change diapers. I can't. Can you see Joe Beansy changing diapers?
Sure.
I'm joking. It's Tuesday. We have Anthony Rodia and Goomba Johnny tonight. Domestic Disturbance on at 9:30.
Mm-hmm.
And then Sallie and I are off tomorrow. But you can.
And me Thursday.
And Friday.
And Friday.
Whoa, wait. Oh, okay, yeah. June 12th is their due date.
June 12th? Nice.
June 12th.
What?
Well, isn't that... This is September, October, November, December. And then June is 6 months, so that's not... What, you just get pregnant last night? Like, what? Holy moly.
Well, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June. That's exactly right.
That's what I just did.
Yeah, so that's 9 months.
Right.
Yeah.
But usually, like most people find out like a month later or something that they're like a month along. Like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So they just found out. They probably have only done it once in like years. I guess you have to add a baby trivia question each week for Joe. That's a good idea.
We could do that.
We'll have to add in some baby questions.
That'd be funny.
And
That's a great idea. Who wrote that?
Elizabeth.
Yeah, good idea, Liz.
And we'll make Joe answer them.
We'll all wait, and we'll make him answer first.
Yes.
And if he doesn't get every single one right, we'll keep the baby.
Maybe we can go live on the air from the hospital when she gives birth.
I'm actually a certified doula. I could deliver Beansy's baby.
The Beansy baby.
The Beansy baby.
We'll have to have, we'll have a... Joe, are you guys going to find out the sex of the baby in advance? Because then we can have...
I bet it's a girl.
We can have name, like contests on guessing what the name's going to be, and contests on the poundage.
That's how it started.
All right, everybody, we're done?
Yep.
All right. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. It's a beautiful day out there if you live in our neck of the woods. Enjoy your Wednesday. Sally and I, I'll see you Thursday with somebody else.
I'll see you in October.
Everybody have a great day. We'll see you later.